Good evening. Happy Monday. My name is Emma Goddard and you will find me at coastalcrafter.com. Welcome everyone and welcome if you're watching the replay. Typically you will find me going live on a Sunday evening. However, I have changed it up slightly this week. I'll just see if a few people are joining. Obviously it's not my usual day of the week. There's the lovely Sue. Hello. We were out yesterday for a family day and we got back pretty close to going live time. And it had been a full-on day. We've been out since early in the morning. The sun was shining. It was a hot day and I was kind of wiped out. So yeah, we weren't long back in the door before my live time. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my Monday live. I'm still feeling quite tired, actually. But I thought it'd be nice to do a little crafting with you this evening. I have pulled out the Jingle stamp set. Haven't used this yet, but love it. It's this one. You've not seen it in the catalogue. So doing a little Christmas in July in my Stamping Cove group. There's monthly challenges and the July challenge was Christmas in July. So I thought I would craft along with that challenge and bring you some Christmas makes this evening. Right, let me, on my list but not here yet. Ordered or just on your list for making? Evening, hello. Right, let's jump to making. So this is the stamp set. So there's 3 big sentiments in here and it says images 80%. So this is not the full size. They are slightly bigger than this, which is even better. And you have infills and you have outlines that you can use separately or you can stamp them in, but it means that you can colour them or you can stamp on designer paper and things like that. So it gives you a nice choice. Afternoon, Karen. Ordered but not completed. Oh. Hello everyone. So I will stamp a few of these up and then we can decide what we're using them with because I thought it would just be nice to show you how these work. Shall we go? Black outline and then we'll go like sweet sorbet maybe. So this is the Jingle. It's a good size. Sweet sorbet. These have not yet been inked, so this is first time inking these up. First time stamping them. Look at those. Very cool, aren't they? We've got Jingle. They wouldn't be too bad to cut out either. Let's do Jolly. And I'll just do the same with this one, but we'll maybe do, should we do a green? What green shall we do? Shall we do maybe should we do shaded spruce or what about parakeet? Jolly. Jingle. Let's do, what colour are the candy cane ones? Is that garden green? I might do garden green actually. Do garden green. easily stamp these out quite quickly on the Stamparatus. And then you would get them all lined up perfectly. So we've got Jolly, and then we've got Believe as well. So I'm going to do the Believe in a blue. I thought we'd make one of each. I Believe. Let's do hey Chris. Let's do should we do Night of Navy or Balmy Blue? Let's do Balmy Blue just so that it's not too dark. And then we can always do another one, can't we? Believe. I mean, they look great on the page on their own, don't they? You could just do a load of them. It's awesome. Donna, you have already made some awesome cards with this stamp set. So let's stamp out. So just the outline now. Jolly. Where's the other one? There, Jingle. So we can grab some blends and we can colour these. You can see how quick they've come together. Let's bring you in a bit closer. Hopefully you can see that all right and the lighting's okay. Believe with the stuff. That is, funnily enough, Hazel, look what I have on my desk. A nice big snowflake on my desk. Right, let's do Balmy Blue, Night of Navy, and then the Jingle. We've got green. Let's do Shaded Spruce and Sorbet. Maybe. Let's see. Just for a comparison, so you can see, we've got that's Night of Navy Light, Balmy Blue, and Balmy Blue Light. So I'm going to go like ombre, even closer. Let's do a bit dark. Gosh, the weather yesterday was just beautiful. We went to Leeds Castle, which is in Kent, which we went there last summer, and they do tickets where you can go back as many times as you want within the year. And we hadn't yet gone back, so we wanted to make use of our tickets. And so that was the Sunday we had picked. We took a picnic, and we went with friends, and it was a really, really lovely day. It was an early-ish start, but traffic was kind, And then, as I say, yeah, I took a picnic, and it's beautiful grounds. Even if you don't go around the castle, it's beautiful, beautiful grounds. And so we wandered through and then got a little boat across, and there's a maze and mini golf and like zip lines and stuff for the kids. And there's a lovely gardens as well. And then, yeah, we sat and had a picnic, and then wandered and made our way back, and then went round the castle, and then headed for home. And it was lovely. The Segway, yeah, I was tempted, Chris. I have to say, I was very tempted. Oh, yes. I like that you can get gin out of it. Kara's other words out of this, believe in gin. Yes. The Segway seemed to, when we were there last time, they came out about 4 o'clock. I don't know if they sort of do them later in the day so that they're not running people or little people over. So maybe. But yeah, another time I would love to do that, actually. So, getting there. I wonder if we stamped that image over the top, you'd still have the ombre, wouldn't you? But you'd have the pattern as well, which would be kind of cool. I don't know. I like the ombre. Okay, so we've got believe. Chris says I've done it twice, once in the day and once at night in the dark. Oh, I bet that was cool. Going around in the dark. It's such, as I say, it's such lovely grounds. I can imagine, like, you've got such a nice space to go. Yeah. Really lovely. Right. Let's do the joy and the green. I'm going to stick to the same colours, I think. Oh, Katie, in bed by 7. Rowan is friendly. Oh, that's a shame. That is a shame. Oh, I hope you get well soon. I think from people that have had it and I'm hearing it is just a question of sleeping it off, but it's easier said than done and not pleasant. Let's go a little higher with this because I haven't got a third colour. Let's go like half and half. Yeah, I had intended to be going live, but I just was, the day and the sunshine had zapped me of energy. It was lovely, but I was needing to chill. Right. Hi, Kathy. Oh, yes. Not pleasant. Right. This is not very light, actually. There's the light. Let's do. Do I bring in some colour lifter or we just do two-tone? I think two-tone. And I think with this one, what I might do is stamp over the top and see what that looks like. This is literally first time out the box, so it's worth giving it a go. Just tidy that up. Okay, jolly. Shaded spruce. See, we can stamp that. Oh, nice. That gives it a nice depth, doesn't it? You've got the pattern and the blend, which is lovely. I like it. And then I'm tempted to do the same on the Believe now, actually. I really like that. I think I'm going to do that. So this is Balmy Blue. And we'll stamp it over top of our blend colouring. Nice. And then for the final one, we'll do a sweet sorbet. Let's do, oh, I might bring in actually, if I start with, I wonder how much darker the Poppy Parade is actually. There we go. So that's dark Poppy Parade. And then we can blend. This will be 3 or 6 Christmas cards, depending on how I go with these words, mate. Dark sweet sorbet. Let's blend that a little. And I think we'll stamp over the top, but I'm not sure with the darker red how much we're going to see this, but we shall see. Light sweet sorbet. And these sentiments can then do all the legwork on the card. They're going to be like the main thing, but we'll have some elements with it. So I've pulled out some of the DSP. So I've got the Santa's Train DSP out on my desk. I've got the one with the candy canes. Can't think what that one's called. And also the Memories and More cards. What else have I got? Oh, and the snowflake. A large snowflake. So Jingle. My hair, I think. I like those. I like the pattern with it. These are equally not and much quicker, obviously, but both nice. So let's have a look at what we can put on these cards. So let's do the believe one with the snowflake, I think. Oh, I must have red ink somewhere. My thumb. I've just spotted it. Ugh. And piece. Okay, let's move you out. Oh, sorry. Stay. How many cards you making? Yeah. Well, I've got sentiments for 6, so we'll see. Right. I've got the Stamparatus and the large, so this is Snow Crystal, this is called. Look at that. Pretty. And I don't need the matte for this one because it's red rubber. So if you're using the red rubber, it's got the cushioning in the stamp. So the matte is to lift up when you're using the photopolymer. So let's do see, something like that maybe. And if we do Balmy Blue, so we're going to ink with Balmy Blue. And then we can blend on some navy. Find a brush, blending brush. Must have used a blending brush with navy, maybe not. Right, so we're going to navy and just pop some. You and me both at it. She's excited to see this stamp set out of the case. Yes, me and you both. So add some navy, and then let's see. I don't know if I want to go more central. I'll just go for it. Right, let me. Push too hard, too much ink around that. But the colour is pretty. I'm going to stamp it again. I've pushed too hard down. But that's the Balmy Blue and the navy. So let me grab another piece because that's gone too much. And we'll go again. And I quite like it off centre. I want to just turn it, I think, better. And then I cleaned my chamois. Where have I put my chamois? I think they're still by the sink. I was all efficient and organised, and I cleaned my chamois knowing that I was going to be using the background stamp. And yeah, forgot to pick them up. I brought my cup of tea through. Important things. Okay, right, let's go again. So we'll go Balmy Blue and then navy on the edges. There we go. That one stamped beautifully. There we go, a snowflake. So happy with that. Right. And we will then cut out, I believe, I should have cut that straight along and I didn't. That's okay. We'll cut the letters out. It'll work fine. Can tell I'm tired tonight. I think I've got some of the Joyce says, are there dies for this? Not for the believe sentiment, no. They're going to be more of a stamp to like just a stamp on a strip and go. I'm just obviously I'm both cutting out, but you could just do them as a panel straight across the top of your card. They're kind of, I think, really intended to be a bit more quick and simple, but there is always going to be fussy cutting with me. Can find something to fussy cut, I will. Right, E. The letters aren't quite straight in a line, so I'll show you on the other one had I not chopped into this one like I did. So I've cut them out individually now, but here you were cutting, I would cut straight along, and then you've got them all in one piece, but the E is slightly up and they're slightly off like that, so you could have that on there. Super quick to cut out. You wouldn't have to cut the individual letters. I wasn't going to, but I've got the vellum with the snowflakes, so I wonder if we maybe could bring in some of that. I don't know, but in my head what I really want is the snowflakes that we had previously. Do you know the embellishments? Do you know the ones? I just don't think I've got any of them at the minute. And it says I fussy cut them and then promptly lost it. Oh no. I have this vellum, which is beautiful. Just thinking we could bring in some of this. Maybe this one. Stop it, vellum. Isn't this gorgeous? Oh my goodness. So just have a piece. Let's go wide enough so we can see it. We don't want to be stingy with this vellum. I want to see it. Coming down there, and maybe we could turn the, now we've cut it, we could turn that so that it comes down. Nice. And then we can maybe just tie some twine round, and then, I don't know, I might let it take me out the packet. It's gorgeous, isn't it? Just some gems on there. All those beautiful blue sparkly gems as well. What do we think? Letters going long ways or letters going across? What do you think? Kind of like it going across, vertical, long ways, top to bottom. Yeah, a bit different, isn't it? Let's see if we can do. Might bring in a little bit of navy. What about push that back up, and then we can have it kind of along there. Don't want to cover up too much of the snowflake. Right, just stick it down already, Emma. Right. That way around's quite nice, isn't it? I think that's maybe better. Right, let me do some white. White baker's twine. There we go. Vellum. Navy. And then let's cover that over the edge. And then we can go around with the twine. And then we can have a little bow. Knot this first. Knot that. And where is? Gotta be done, hasn't it? I know it's silver. This is leaning to more blues, towards the blues are going more towards sort of silvers and that. Let's do a little bell. Just going to thread those edges because I've done the same on that side, so we can match that up and then we can have the believe coming down. Hopefully we can fit that in. Let's see. It does need to go all the way to the top though, doesn't it? Rats. Have that all the way to the top. We can have the bell right at the very, very top. That's okay. It's all good. Let's start with the believe at the bottom. I'm going to do little bits of dimensionals. And then that will stick these on. So let's do E. And we'll just work our way up. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Like make it maybe the top of the eye. I might have to go with it now because I've stuck this down, but I like the idea of that. E. I had it in my head that these, I don't even know why I bother to think. It's like, just do some quick and simple cards with these sentiments. Don't know why I kid myself. Right. Fun though. The background is super quick and simple. You could just pop a sentiment across the middle of that and you would be done. You could have had it just like that. It would have been perfect. Eve. I know, right? So I know. And there. Tie that. Try and get that to sit a little bit more round, but I think I might just need to pull it around with a glue dot. If your embellishments don't sit quite where you want them to, glue dots are always handy, or a little bit of dimensional could work. Oh, thanks, Karen. Oh, do you know, with the ombre, I knew I was gonna end up doing that. Well spotted. Thank you. I'd have spotted that after when I was photographing it. There. There we go. Ta-da. Happy with that. So that is one. Let's do. We need some little sparkles, don't we? These are gorgeous. few there to start with, and then let's see. Three. Need a few more, I think, like a little gold one, maybe one over here. And just to balance it out a bit more. Pretty. You're so extra. Bless you. I should erase it from my vocabulary. I feel like it needs even more sparkle. Am I allowed to put rhinestones on this as well? I feel like I could. Or these solid faceted gems. Look at these. Let's have some of these as well. I feel like it just, I don't know. They're not. Stop putting stuff on it now. Right, let's put that to one side. And we shall do the Jolly and the Jingle. So I have pulled out, I'll put that on a card base in a minute actually. So I have pulled out the candy cane paper. I thought just some candy canes from this one. I wasn't going to stamp them. I was just going to pull them from the designer paper. So this is the paper. And I'll put that onto base in a minute. So I have a couple of these that are dies that will cut these out. I think I bought the dies. I will go look at them in a minute. Because I want the like extra bits. So we'll have a couple of candy canes. Stripes on those. Who else got this paper? It's a real classic. It's got lots of lovely stripes in it, and it's got the candy canes, and yeah, it's nice. A couple of those. Classic. These are amazing dies. I know they're in my trolley of dies somewhere. I know. Jingle, jolly, jolly, jolly. Let's do the jingle. Jolly, I think. Right, let's trim this down. Gonna keep this all as one piece. Seagulls going crazy tonight, can hear them. away from the card makers. My list is long enough already. Just spoiled that. Jolly. I think kind of let's pop that on maybe. We need some. What other paper have we got here? Red dots. Just maybe a solid. We want like a block colour, and then just some like just some maybe like a little bit of shaded spruce, and then some like sprigs of holly and stuff, I think. So something I know they've got a card similar to this in the catalogue samples, not with the words, but there's like sprigs and stuff in. What else have I got sprigs in? The banner one that goes with it. It's like I'll find it on my shelf in a minute rather than umming and ahhing. Christmas, is it Christmas season? Christmas, is that? Let me find it. Ah, yes. Yes, that would be perfect. Thank you, Annette. That would be perfect. Let's do. Holly and berries. So that is this one. This is a carryover one. Let's stamp that. My shaded spruce needs inking up. It's not very bright. Another couple of leaves, really, I think. I wonder if actually I've inked that in shaded spruce. I wonder if I bring in some of the Pool Party on the paper instead. Like, oh, can you hear them? I wasn't sure if they'd pick up on camera. In full force. And it's 9:20 here. So I think they've gone to bed. Let's cut a few of these. I'm going to say I'm 100% certain these come with dies as well. I should go and I'm going to go and look for them. That where I've stamped it together won't die cut though. there'll be a die for the berries and a die for the holly, and then you'll layer them. Oh, Emma said I can't find my snips anywhere. You're going to have to order a new pair. You cannot be without your snips. You can't possibly craft without snips. Impossibility. Oh no. So annoying, especially when you know they're around. You're taking them out with you somewhere. I feel like I need to stamp another holly to balance this out. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to stamp. Look, stamp out on here. Another holly, another jolly holly. Is it looking very tidy? Oh. So that's why I bought a second pair, just in case, like gems really. Yes, indeed. Just in case. We don't want to be running low, do we? So I'll rough cut that first, and then that means you can hold it and work around. I love mixing and matching the stamp sets that we have. So this is one I used loads last year, but then just to be able to bring that in, that's such a great suggestion by Annette, to use this one. There is some sprigs and bits and pieces in the new one. It's called Christmas Banners. There's like little leaves and berries and stuff in that one as well. One for ribbon, one for paper. Yeah. So if you bought a new pair, you could keep one pair for good, couldn't you? Right, let's assemble this on. Shall we have a darker background base rather than going white? I know, shock horror. What about real red or cherry cobbler even? Cherry cobbler. Love that. I think we'll go landscape rather than portrait. And we'll go white card base. So welcome if you're coming in a little later. We're on card number 2. Can I bring some of this in? I mean, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Would it? I mean, I could have some. Oh, what about some snowflakes behind or snow? Oh my goodness. So pretty. Let's do there's one that's like foiled and one that is like flock. So I think I might use the flock one. They've got a nice cherry cobbler layer, but then the white. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's just stick this down. Let's go for it. Pop that on. And then we'll have Seal Plus just across the centre to hold the vellum. And then that's going to be hidden with all the stuff that we put on there. Stuff being technical, the technical term. So we'll have our candy canes going like that way, I think. And then the jolly. Oh, there, that's fine. Then the jolly can pop up on some dimension. And then we can pop in our holly and stuff behind then. So we want to sort of, oh, that's stuck to my, that's where that's going because it's stuck. Add that in. And it's exactly where I wanted it. And we'll put that on. That goes on together. Balance that out that side. Little dot of glue, and then we can just tuck that under. There we go. Simple stuff. Simple. See? That vellum is amazing, giving you that snowfall behind. So cool. We need, what about some sweet sorbet? I think the temptation with the baker's twine, I think we've got all these in colour baker twines. We use them loads when the catalogue first comes out because you've got all the in colours. But just remember that you've got them and you can kind of go back to them anytime. The Tahitian Tide would look awesome, and with the starry sky and stuff as well with snowflakes, it would look really good with that. Let's do a little bow. You could tuck that under there. Right, I'm going to secure that with a little glue dot. And put that under there. There we go. And then we can just finish it off with a few basic rhinestones, which are always handy to have in our stash. That card. While I'm just going to grab a base for the first card, and then we've got one more to do. If you've got time, I've got oh, I've cut that the wrong way. Never mind. Right, I'll use it anyway. I cut my my card base that way, which is fine. I normally do landscape that way, and portrait cards I open that way so that you don't get them folding down, but I'm fine. Let's do, we'll pop that on there. So what have we got? Jingle now. Jingle bells. I had the memories and more cards out. It's vote Catholic. Got another 10 hours, feel free. Are you not sleeping tonight, Hazel? Oh, you're on your night shift, aren't you? It's Monday. It's not Sunday, it's Monday. Forgetting what day of the week it is. Right, let's do what we got. I've got these memories and more cards. Have you seen these? They're awesome. But this was the one that I had picked out because I thought we could use this fella. And it says only 4:30. We've got all evening. We can keep going. I'm going to cut him out. And then we just need some paper to go with this. I think that we need some background. Okay. And we've got the jingle. Should we use the dark one or should we use the lighter one? I wonder if we use this. Feeling like that. Like that with the white on it. Both, couldn't we? Jingle, jingle bells. Can we? The stamp that's called jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle all the way. Oh, I forgot we've got the other bits to go with it, haven't we? We've got. How could I forget? So, jingle all the way. Believe in the magic and 'tis the season to be jolly. So we've got jingle all the way. Let me grab that. Almost forgot. Do that. And car alarm, I think. That's annoying. Use that big snow and do real red on real red or the embossing folder if you don't want to use up all of your vellum. Let's cut this out and then I don't mind using the vellum because you can always get more. And it's beautiful, so I'd rather it was on cards than not using it. But it's got ink on it and it's going to go, I don't want it to get on my Santa. Blodgy ink. Jingle all the way. Let me see what paper we've got. So I pulled out. So this one's cool. This is in the Santa train paper. I think a bit busy. And it will lose everything on there. So just a bit too busy, but I like the colours go well. The ho ho ho. Now the back of this paper is gorgeous. We could maybe do something with this and just have a bit of that peeking. If I get some red. Cover that. Not sure what to do with that really. I need to have a think. Let me have a little play about and I'll have a little think. I'm going to tie a bell on to go on the top of his hat. I know. Oh, those seagulls. Goodness me. Having a good old chat. Goodness me. Right, we've got that going on. Let's grab a circle or something. A large die cut circle. That always helps. That's going to make that pop a little bit there. And have this more that way round. It's a process, isn't it? It's a process. It's jingle all the way. Might put that onto a different colour background, not sure. Let's have a look at the vellum and see what we can bring in of the snowflakes, maybe. Cut a background of this. So I've got the big snowflakes. I'll play with this. Trouble when you haven't given it much thought. That panel can sit behind there to give it some red behind, but subtle. And then we move that across and then that can come on there, which is already looking heaps better. Happier with that so far. I'd almost call that done. What do you think? Your seagulls are driving Gizmo nutty. The ones here make Gizmo. Oh my goodness, Hazel. What? Right. If I had some of those snowflakes, I'd maybe put one of those snowflake embellishments behind here, but I don't. So I can't. ho 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 as the background. Oh, see? What if we put that behind there instead? Or we could have some ho ho hos. I might just pull those with it. The seagulls are here. Very, very noisy. What about cutting out some of those ho ho hos? Rather than having a background, let's cut out and have them as extra kind of embellishment pieces. Ho, ho, ho. Jingle all the way. I think I will use snowflake embossing folder. Do I have a snowflake embossing folder? Maybe. Right, mint. Is that mint macaron? I think it might be. Just wondering if we could pull in. I don't know. I think I'm going to stick with it as it is. Let's go on to white. Do I have? Do I have a circle embossing folder? Not circle embossing folder. Snowflake. I do. So I've got the wintry 3D. I'm going to have a play with these paper because I definitely want to use that ho 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 with the Santa cards. I wonder if just going to cut that a little closer. I'm not keen on all the white edging. Maybe pop it with, like I did with the jolly, maybe just do a slither of red underneath the jingle. That might help better. Sometimes, let's say, it's just a bit of a process. Sometimes works and sometimes it doesn't. But don't know if I want the ho 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 on there. I feel like it's fine without it. What do you think? Yeah. Chris says, I'm glad you do the process for us. It yields. It's it definitely depends on how tired I am as well, as to these different. Sometimes you're in the mood, sometimes you're not in the mood. Like, do you know, like sometimes it goes right, sometimes it doesn't, and it happens to all of us, for sure. Look, I got a little scallopy edge there as well. That's cute. That was left over from the card. Gonna have that. I'm gonna have that. And so we'll put some glue on that vellum. Where the circle is going to sit, and the circle is going to sit on dimensionals. So that's a nice idea, Janet. I will do that. I will put not a blend, but I'm going to grab a blending brush and put some pool party behind. It's a nice idea. Gets there in the end, doesn't it? So let's do pool party. In which case we'll pop the Santa up rather than the circle. Just gives it some dimension. And so the circle will glue on. And then the bell. Glue dot. Oh, do you know what? That's not going to stick because of the flocking. I'm going to double dimension. Get myself in the right old pickle with these dimensionals. There. Better. And glue. Pop a little bit of scallop trim. On there. And might as well, in for a penny, in for a pound. Let's put them on dimensionals as well. I mean, why not? And I'll have that there. So I need to take that dimensional off. Jingle. Where's my bit of dimensionals gone? I must have a small piece somewhere. I just have to cut it off the edge. The edges of dimensionals work, so we can use that, can't we? Which one do we like the best? Right, let's have a little look at them. Let's put some. I like that vellum sort of lifts, but if you want to, put your glue behind the flocking parts, and that will just pin it down where you won't then see the glue. Right, a bit of bling and then we are done. So let me bring some sparkles. Again, I'm just going to use good old rhinestones because they're just a nice silver. Let's tuck that one under there, one over there. Happy with that. And then we'll bring in the other ones and I can show you all three together. Can you tell me which one do you like the best? Which is your fave? So, move all that rubbish out of the way. We've got that one. We've got the second one we did with the jolly. And then you've got the big, the believed snowflake as well. So there are your 3 cards. Janet says another good one. Ah, gets there in the end. Sometimes it's a struggle. You've just got, I think it's just layering and looking and thinking, does it go? Does it not go? Do I want to move it? Or, and deciding as you go. Sometimes you just got to layer these things together, and what is in your head doesn't necessarily work quite right when you put it on paper. And I just find by moving it around that I then come to what I like. So there you go. Daisy says, oh, bless you, would be happy receiving any one of them. Snowflakes and Santa. That's what we say in the South, a good one. Another good one. It was nice to see the sentiment. I liked having a play with that sentiment, got there in the end. But the sentiment going long ways rather than going down the card rather than along. So another sort of way to use the sentiment. Add this to my order for Stampin' Up. Oh, bless you. I like how the vellums sort of come into each of the cards. Hadn't really planned on that this evening. So that's why I have a pile of letters. What I had in my head didn't work and gave up. Oh, we can come back to it. The letters are always handy, aren't they? I hope you got them in a little tub to come back to, and then you can pop them on. So thank you so much. Thank you for being with me on a Monday evening, a bit different. Sorry I wasn't with you as usual yesterday, but as I say, we were out with family. Thank you for watching on the replay. Thank you for being here live. All my classes are up on my website. If you'd like to join me for a live Zoom class, you're welcome anywhere in the world. You're welcome to join. I can't send you the products, but you can join for the live class and for the PDF and video. So the super awesome Brian and Emma's card kit is also up. So do go check that out. I'll pop the links in the description and on the information below. Thanks again, and I will see you all next week. Bye, everyone.